So pretty soon, I'm going to talk about Judges of Duat and the references that take you for that. But first, I'm going to talk about. Well, I've talked about me potentially having a micro death. The second time of 4 times I went to the hospital, like a while back. It's kind of a long story. The point of this is, I now have a narrative of me visiting the Styx Marshes as a temporary ghost during my micro death. When I become, in literal actual, uh, in terms of the actual story of Geist from Chronicles of Darkness, where I literally become a Geist. I become a Geist, and the mortal that the Geist is bound to, because I'm already the mortal a Geist would be bound to as the human that died and came back. Because that's how that works in Geist. And obviously, this is like assuming I'm not incorrect, and that like specifically on the second time I went to the hospital, I ended up having a micro death because basically my brother told me that I looked just like my mom did right before she died. And the more I thought about it, the more it seemed like maybe that's because I actually had just, even if it was briefly, died. Because, like, strictly speaking, your heart can stop and you can die for, like, up to 6 minutes and you can still come back. And it's actually not even, like, medically unheard of. I'm not joking. I am not joking. And I'm not joking. You can actually die in a brief enough time that, like, effectively you don't even notice. Which is, like, basically what I kind of, didn't even assume happened. I kind of didn't, like, I didn't really, like, know it happened. And okay, so I realistically can't actually know what happened, but I'm pretty sure it did. Anyway, my point is, it gives me justification at this point, now that I've gotten into it this much, to go, well, this is what I did while I was a ghost in the Underworld. I went and visited the Styx Marshes. You know what the Styx is? When you say you're out in the Styx, you're actually saying you're so far out in the middle of nowhere that you wandered into the Underworld. I'm not even joking. That's actually so. Oh, I live out in the Sticks. I live so far out from where everyone else lives, I effectively live in the Underworld. That's actually what that means. It's actually what that means. So, there are 16 marshes there, at least by the cosmology of Geist. So I'm going to start at the end and work my way back. I have 4 right now. So there I am, in the Styx Marshes, chilling. I've come to the end of my journey. And I am at the River of Life. And this is the river that is the only one of the rivers here that's not infinite. When all of it's gone, the living world collapses into the underworld. So as someone who is like had it made explicitly clear that I'm only a temporary ghost, I'm like, this is one, and I'm told that I'm supposed to do like something with each of these rivers. Like I have to do something. So what do? At the River of Life, I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna drink it. I'll kiss it. I was like, wait a minute. There are rivers of fire, ice, pus. I think one of the scorpions back there. Like, I'm okay, but like, this is actually like, Really pretty water. And then I go up. I decide to abloop myself with it. Whoop. Effectively, I just like hop in and I just dunk myself 3 times. I get out, make sure all the water goes back in because I'm not trying to drink any or carry any out with me. And that is how I shimmy it off and abloop myself, but do not drink from the river of life. Because let's face it, I'm going back to life. I don't need to be healed of anything. I don't need to be cured of any diseases. I don't need any of the stuff that the water does. So, that done. And time sometimes actually working backwards. Oh, maybe I started here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm a ghost. I started here. Okay. And so, I wander backward forward as a ghost. A temporary reverse ghost. To the 15th river. That is the river of fate. This is a river if you drink from it. You get to see 2 moments in your future. One you succeed, one you fail. Can't do anything about the track, really, either. But, like, maybe this is where I really picked up the notion that I don't want prophecy. I don't think I drank from it. Because the thing is, you know what that is? That's a river of prophecy. That's by Karana, that's by Karana Jala. I don't want to drink that. I don't want to be a prophet. What I do want. Oh, I know what I want. Wait a minute. I have to get to the other side of this thing. So, I swim across the river of fate. Stop in the middle, kind of float a little bit. Let myself just float and flow together with it. Get to the other side. Oh, wow. I really hope this isn't worse for me because I swam through it instead of drinking it, because that would be really inconvenient. Alright, moving on then. Then I get to the River Leth. River Leth's very famous. Now, the thing is, like, the River Leth has a number of purposes. One of which is to basically wash away all the memories of ghosts so they can get reincarnated. I'm like, oh, the Leth! I don't really want to be going through drinking. I don't want to be drinking you. I'm going back to my life. I need to remember that. Actually, wait a minute. I remember how this works. You drink from it. You can answer, like, details of, like, basically, answer questions about basically anything at the price of memories of your life. Hey. Hey, Leth. I had a question for you. Yes, I'm talking directly to you, the water. So if I drink from you, and this is the moment I realize there's no one else around. And I ask myself to give a detailed life story of myself. Is it possible for me to forget details of my life then? Because, like, I'd want to ask, like, if someone else asks me, details of my life, and I have, like, the ability to just give complete accurate responses. How would that second part work? At this point, the left looks up at me and goes, "Kid, are you joking?" No, I actually just want to know how it works. So at the River of Ice, what happens next? I don't exactly remember. I wonder how that works. So the River of Ice. Basically, if you're able to keep a piece of it in your mouth, you're immune to cold. I'm like, okay, it's a river of ice. Pretty slow moving. And basically walk across it. I like the cold. But in fact, I don't mind walking across this thing. But I'm actually really thirsty. Huh. So, not even trying to keep it at all unmelted, because I want water. I grab a piece of ice, and I keep going through the underworld, and I try to stay hydrated. Remember, folks, whether you're traveling through the underworld or just staying at work, stay hydrated. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe.